네, 안녕하십니까. 오랜만에 또 마리 선생님을 만나러 왔는데 오늘 네일샵을 가신대요. 그래서 커피를 한잔하고 또 최근에 어떤 일이 있었는지 한번 또 여쭤보고, 네일샵을 제가 가본 적은 없지만 마리 선생님을 만나서 또 네일샵을 관리를 받으면서 여러 가지 또 얘기를 해보겠습니다. 안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
바쁘시네요.
Something.
Why so many foreigners here?
This is DGP. It's very popular.
아,
What do you want?
저는요. I don't want to drink. You drink?
You don't want coffee?
Yeah.
You sure?
I'm okay.
Okay. Iced regular caramel macchiato.
호시하게. 그 영수증 있죠? Receipt, right?
응.
Receipt?
Receipt, yeah. Receipt.
Receipt. 영수증.
Walk fast then, so you got 10 minutes, okay?
Take a coffee and go.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. Because we don't have time.
Yeah. 11.
Yeah.
Okay. 오랜만이네.
It's been a while.
인사 한 번만 해주세요.
안녕하세요. 오랜만이에요. 3 weeks since we did a video.
Yeah. You can watch the movie.
Yeah, and I'll talk to you, watch movie, talk to her, nails.
How many times?
What? Have I been here?
No. How long time you have to get the nail?
It's about 2 hours.
Almost 2 hours.
Yeah.
Because I never ever. I know that. Cuticle.
Cuticle, yeah.
I know that.
Yeah.
Almost guys doesn't know that.
Okay. Cuticle pen.
Right?
Yeah, so this is big. These are bigger. Okay. Oh, it smells. Oh, the bun smells so good.
Yeah.
I really want one. It smells so good. I'm hungry. I didn't eat anything.
At the nail.
This way.
Okay.
So after nails, maybe get croissant.
Croissant?
Yeah.
Okay, but-
Croissant.
Croissant.
어.
Ah, croissant.
네.
How often do you get your nail?
Every 5 weeks.
5 weeks?
So I've been coming here since November of 2022. So almost full year. I'm so excited. Something like this, drawing the leaf and the pumpkin on. Okay. So this is a nail salon.
깨끗해졌네.
Actually, this looks really nice. I like how they really match my fingers. It looks really elegant.
It's hair shop.
It's a beauty store upstairs.
I'm not work with Korean customers.
So yeah, just
I don't speak Korean. It's not easy for me working. No, I have 한국 사람. 그냥 English speaker.
Ah,
Yeah, if
okay.
they speak English, it's okay. But if they don't know,
Then okay,
Yeah,
it's hard to
yeah.
work. Yeah.
but for what you wanna make a video?
For a YouTube channel. Should I talk about what happened at the bus stop this week?
What happened yesterday?
Thursday morning, I was early for work,
Yeah.
and so I got dressed and I get on my bus and I have to transfer, and so I don't pay attention to my surroundings because I do this every day. I take this bus to this stop, I transfer on this bus, get off for work, right? Sometimes I take one bus from house all the way to work, but it gets very crowded. So Thursday, I took the 2 buses. So I'm waiting at the transfer bus stop and I don't notice anything. There's many people standing around me, but it's a bus stop. And so I get on my next bus to go to work and I get off and I'm thinking on the bus, oh, today I'm early. I'm gonna go to Starbucks. I'm gonna get myself a nice coffee for work because normally I don't do that because it's an extra 10 minutes to walk and then go back to work. So I get off at the bus stop and I'm walking, just da-da-da-da-da. And all of a sudden I feel somebody tap my shoulder And I'm like, huh, oh my god, yeah. And it's this guy, and he's like, oh, I'm so sorry to startle you, but I followed you from this bus stop all the way here. And I'm like, why? Why'd you follow me? And he goes, I thought you were so pretty and I wanted to talk to you. And I'm like, okay. And I'm trying to be nice. I'm like, oh, okay, thanks. And he's like, so can I talk to you for a few minutes? And I'm like, I'm going to work. I'm going to get coffee. And he's like, oh, so you work around here? And I'm like, yeah. It's 9 a.m. I'm going to work. And so he's like, I think you're really pretty. Can I go with you? Like walk with you? And I'm like, okay, like I'm going to Starbucks. I'm not going to work yet. So I was like, that's fine. And then he starts talking like, oh, I work over here. I thought I followed you from this bus stop because you're exactly my type and I wanted to get to know you. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I have a boyfriend. And he's like, oh, okay. And then he kind of like backs up, and then I walk a little bit more, and then he catches up to me and he starts talking to me again. And I'm like, okay. And then I'm waiting for the crosswalk, and I just run across because I'm like, oh, I'm late for work. I have to go get coffee really quickly. So I run across and I go and I get my coffee, and I kind of turn around and I don't see him anymore. So I'm like, okay, he went to work, it's fine. And then I get my coffee and I'm walking back to work and I see him standing on the street, and I'm like, oh shit, like don't come talk to me. So I don't want to be rude to him, but I'm also like, it was kind of weird that you followed me from where I live to where I work. Like you know where I live, you know where I work. That's not okay. So I run to work and I think, okay, it's fine. Like I'm never gonna see him again. I take different buses every day. I go to work at different times. It's fine. Yesterday, I was late for work because my fucking cat ate a cigarette butt and I was scared she was gonna die, so I was late. And so I caught a different bus to work and I didn't see him. And then I am meeting my friend in Yeongdongpo, Times Square, for dinner. So I'm taking a different bus than I normally do to go home. And I'm waiting at this bus stop, and the bus only comes every 15 minutes. So I'm waiting a long time. And all of a sudden, I see somebody come up next to me, and he peeks his head, and he goes, hi, do you remember me? And I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, hi, yeah, how are you? And he's like, oh, you're going home too? And I'm like, no, I'm gonna go see my friends for dinner. He's like, oh, okay, cool. He's like, where are you going? And I can't lie. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to Yeongdongpo. And he's like, oh, okay, I'm heading that way too. I'm like, and he's like, what bus are you taking? And I don't know the bus numbers very well, so I tell him the real bus number. And he's like, I'm taking that one too. And I'm like, no! So he keeps talking to me, telling to me his dinner plans, his weekend plans, how like it's so busy where he normally takes a bus, and that's how he saw me, and he was like happy that he could see me and talk to me. And he was asking me like if I had more like American friends he could talk to. And I'm like, oh no, like I almost texted my friend I was gonna meet for dinner, like SOS, please call me, so I could like walk away. Cause I didn't want to be rude to him, but I was a little uncomfortable. He wasn't saying anything really weird. It was just, he wouldn't stop talking to me, and you could see that I was uncomfortable because I don't know him. He's a stranger, and he's asking me like some questions about my life. And so luckily, my coworker was standing at the bus stop with me, and she's new, so I don't know her very well, but like we know each other. So she heard me talking, and she could tell I was uncomfortable. So she kind of turned around and she did like a little like wave like this to get my attention. And I looked and I was like, oh, hi. But then he kept talking to me, so I turned back to him. So she thought I knew him. So she turned around to go home. And I kind of pretended the bus was coming. So I like looked around and he stopped talking to me. And then the bus really was coming. So I quickly got in line for the bus, but he followed me because he's taking the same bus. So I'm like, it's a crowded bus. We're like standing next to each other. And luckily my coworker is like, oh, I'm gonna stand over here on the bus. And I'm like, I'll follow you. So I went and I stood with her on the bus away from him because he kind of was like right at the front door, and if I didn't move, I would have been right next to him, and I didn't want to be there. So I followed her, and then she kind of guessed what was happening, and she was like, next time, like, just like call my name and I'll talk to you, get you away. And I was like, I didn't want to be rude, but yeah, that was really weird of him. Yeah, hopefully I don't see him next week.
Yeah. He's Korean.
Yeah. But this is a really common thing. 30s? And the thing is, because many Korean people, when they're interested in you, they don't think about interrupting your life or seeming strange like that. They're just trying to talk to you, which if you're at a club or a bar or something, that's the environment where you can go up and start talking to people. On the street, when they're just minding their own business, yeah, if you're really friendly, that's okay, but not like, oh, you're my type, I really want to like get to know you, and like, that's kind of strange, man. Oh, I followed you from home to work? No, it's not okay. But that happens so often. Probably at least once a week, some guy comes up to me and asks me to like talk to him and like get to know him. And more serious ones like this with following, maybe about like once every other month, some guy is really creepy like that. And it's just a part of life here in Korea. Normally my friends save me because I can't lie and I can't be rude, and I don't know what to do in those situations, so I'm just kind of like awkward. So people save me, but yeah, so that happened. Okay, let's do this one. Okay.
What is it?
UV light, so it hardens the nail. Anything that you want?
No, I'm not hungry.
This one. That. Okay.
내일 한번 보여주세요. 골드네, 골드.
Gold pumpkins.
팜킨?
Pumpkin, 호박. It is. Some baby.
너무 힘들었어요. Why many husbands they don't like shopping, they don't like go to anywhere to wife. 너무 좋은 경험이었습니다. Good experience today.
Yeah.
I will never.
So, I got my nails done today. It was very tiring for him. He fell asleep. He didn't do anything. I was the one doing my nails. Anyways, they came out really nice, so I'm really happy. And next time, I think I'll do a Thanksgiving color, because it'll be November almost. So, I got 호박 for Halloween, October, and then November, like a red, I don't know, apples. So today was fun. Now we're gonna drink coffee and eat croissant, and I'll go see my friend. Bye!